Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with the brand new event, Night at the Scare Floor, which is pretty cool considering, it's kind of a Monsters Inc. event with no Monsters Inc. characters. Help Sally and Minnie defeat the fractured imposters and save the real Jack Skellington. I hope there's a dialogue, because that sounds pretty awesome. Alright. Jack's letter said to meet him at the Scare Floor, but where exactly? It certainly is a romantic setting. Jack always picks the most wonderful places for our dates. What an odd sound. Jack, is that you? Sally. You're not my Jack. What's happening? Sally, look out. It's a trap. I wish it was Jack Sparrow. That'd be awesome. So sadly, we do not have Sally right now. But I could bring in Minnie. Basically never use her. I like the setup a lot. I think that it's pretty cool to have an event with Minnie. I would guess the main reason is that she kind of has that heart motif, and it is a Valentine's Day event. I also wanted to say that in my showcase video, I mentioned that I thought maybe Frozone's event would be first. I guess I somewhat apologize, but it's pretty obvious to you now that that was not the case. The reason I said that is if you actually watch the video, on the events tab, it shows Frozone event as like coming soon. So they must have just had it wrong internally, because clearly this is the first event here and it is with Sally. So I continued the streak of showcasing the characters in the order that they're in, which is actually kind of what I wanted to do in the first place, so I guess it worked out. Thank goodness. That was a close one. Are you alright, Sally? Yes, thanks to you, Minnie. I'm so glad you were here, but why are you here? Because you forgot your gift for Jack. I wanted to bring it to you. The gift, of course. I so eager to see Jack, I left it behind. Well, you found a fractured version of Jack, but where's the real Jack? I'm not sure. What if he's in danger? He might need my help. You're not going to rescue him without backup. I'm going with you. It also makes sense to start with Sally because, we have a Valentine's Day event. I don't think Frozone is tied to the Valentine's thing whatsoever. He's not really... Sally is pretty much the perfect character for that. I definitely understand why they chose Sally now. I wasn't really thinking of that at the time, but it absolutely makes sense. Oh wow, there's a fractured Sally. She looks pretty awesome, actually. She's got the eyes. I don't know why she's squinting, but I guess that's kind of just how she always looks, and you don't really notice when she looks normal. And they paired her up with Evil Queen, which, as we learned from the showcase, that is a good pair up for her. I think eventually we'll probably see Jack and her paired up in some way. I believe they also are a good matchup. It is sad that I don't have Sally to showcase here. I hope, well, I'm gonna get her. Whether that's from using my orbs or if I get her from the crystals in the shop, I don't know. This place is so big and there's so many machines. At this rate, we'll never find my Jack. Don't worry, Sally. A love as strong as yours is bound to show us the way. We just need to know where to look. Minnie, are those fractures holding heart-shaped pumpkins? Well, that's more literal than I meant, but I'll take it. Come on, let's defeat some fractured. Here's what I'm guessing the twist is going to be. That Jack set this all up because he knows that Sally is a beast. I mean, they're holding heart-shaped pumpkins. That's got to be Jack is behind this. That's what I think. It is cool, however, that we get to see some fractured Sallys, because we didn't really see that in my showcase, obviously. I doubt we'll see any fractured Frozones, but of course the next event will most likely feature Frozone. Although I'd be surprised to see if there's any dialogue. It kind of seems like they've been doing it now, where only one character kind of gets the dialogue and the other character gets screwed over, but we certainly could. I'm pretty sure Mr. Incredible got some dialogue with his. It's so sad when they just don't. Some characters just don't get a spotlight. We don't get to hear their kind of personality or their adventure whatsoever. I don't think... Yeah, Peter Pan didn't get one at all, which is kind of sad. I'd be curious to see what he would talk about, But we did get one for Kuzco, and that was cool. It was kind of like a showcase of Scar and Kuzco. I guess it's another thing I like about these events too. This time it's Sally and Minnie. So they're kind of showcasing old characters with brand new ones. I see more of those pumpkin hearts up ahead. Wait, are they forming a path? Of course, Jack must have left these here behind to lead me to our date spot. My dearest Jack, what a lovely romantic gesture. It certainly is. Pumpkins from the Pumpkin King are perfect. I might have been wrong about my twist theory. They might have just been sitting here and the fracture picked them up or something. Have you guys unlocked Sally, and what do you think about her? I guess you can also unlock Frozone at this point as well. I think... So the way they did it this time is that the characters did not show up in game until the day I'm recording this, which is the day that the event started. So I wasn't really able to make an update with the new characters, but those get a pretty good amount of views. I feel like people like seeing that. I might still upload one just in case people care at all. It would be, I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to, just for kind of like consistency's sake. Because I've already uploaded the showcases and stuff, but I was thinking maybe after the showcases I would upload it, which I might have already uploaded it by now. I don't really know. But like I said, just for consistency's sake, I think people like seeing it just because they usually get a good amount of views, but to be fair, that is also because that is before the characters actually show up. So the characters are here. I don't know how much people even care at this point. I really do hope they don't do that again in the future. It seemed like they were kind of scrambling to get this this update out. Maybe they weren't as ready as they wish they were, because I guess it might have just been because they released it earlier than they just weren't ready for it, and they needed to get it out because it was tied to the new event, and the other event was ending. So that could have been something to do with it. Like, they just straight up did not have this ready. I don't know. Minnie, I hope you know how grateful I am for your help. Oh, I'm happy to do it. After all, I can't just sit by and watch the Fractured ruin a friend's date. It's bad enough to keep Mickey so busy all the time. Oh no, look, here come more Fractured to keep us busy. Getting 2 characters every month is a big deal, and I know we kind of got a break during like the holidays. I'm guessing they probably took that break just to not work, but they also could have used that time to maybe catch up on some stuff. I have to wonder, like, if Sally and Frozone were ready like months ago, or even like a year ago or something, or if they're literally wrapping them up and getting them out on a month-to-month basis. I would have to imagine they want to have at least some time. But of course they have to come back in to do bug fixes and stuff. It must be pretty difficult to do 2 characters a month. There's a lot going on. You have to make sure they work with other characters and that they aren't breaking the game. And like, even from a design standpoint, they must have at least a few designers or something on the team to make sure these keep rolling out. I'm impressed, honestly. It's I don't know how big the team is or anything, but 2 characters a month, that is a lot. And I'm sure, I would imagine, honestly, like this year, and if not this year, then definitely next year, it'll probably go down to 1. Or even like maybe like a couple times this year, they have to just do 1. And then eventually it'll go down to 1, kind of like Disney Heroes. It's just impossible to keep that up, but this is the prime time. Like, the game is in its prime, so enjoy it while you got it. I've been thinking of ways to repay your kindness, Minnie. I have a gift here that I want to give you. Oh, Sally, that's so sweet. Hold that thought while we take care of these Fractured. Dude, just have Minnie be your Valentine. Jack didn't even show up. Well, he's not yet. Usually there's like 7 or 5, but it looks like it might only be 6, which is strange. I feel like it's always been 7 and 5. But this might be the last fight. So if it is, I'm gonna wrap it up right after this ends. And I don't have enough of the currency to open any crystals, otherwise I would definitely do that for you guys just to see if I get it. I've been pretty lucky. I don't know if they changed the odds recently or if I generally have just gotten lucky with it, but I've not had to use too many orbs to get the characters for the past little while. I remember like before the game came out, or even before I was part of the creator program that I had a really tough time getting characters. Even like I didn't have a lot of orbs, so I didn't have the chance to do a lot. But even when I did do a lot, it never worked that well. So it really does feel like the odds are different. But I could just be lucky. I don't know. I'm curious if you guys have ever had any problems with that kind of stuff. I'm sure for those who started at the worldwide release that you don't have like orbs to spare too often unless you spend money on the game and stuff. But I'm just kind of curious if you have that same experience as I do. But yeah, we are fighting our last Sally here. Should kill this. Well, I say last. I think there's only 6, but there might be a 7th one that I just couldn't see. If this is the last one, I would assume Jack is going to show up at the end here. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I feel like there's 07. There he is. Oh, Jack, are you alright? Sally, you're here, and as you can see, I find myself in quite a predicament. I wanted our day to be filled with scares, and what could be scarier than a scare floor? Sally, I didn't anticipate my lack of aptitude with these machines and got stuck in one. Oh, Jack, you're wonderful, but all we need for the perfect date is each other. I hate to interrupt, but it seems like we have company. Yes, these rude monsters need to be taught a lesson. We'll just be a moment, Jack. So Minnie didn't do great last time. Maybe I will make maybe I'll make Jack my healer, right? Support. I don't know how great of a healer he is. I can't remember when Jack came out if his event had dialogue or not. I feel like it didn't. So he's kind of getting his moment to shine here. So yeah, this is the last fight. It would have been weird to be 6, I feel like. But let's use Jack's thing. I forget if he's any good or not. For some reason I feel like he was at one point towards the top of the tier list, but that seems weird to me. Either way, I really like his design as well. I think he fits in pretty nicely with Sally, actually. Oogie kind of feels off compared to them. He was made way before them. He could have been made by a completely different designer. But I feel like they both kind of have that angular claymation sort of style. And they definitely both have like a gothic look to them. Oogie does too. It just feels different. I don't know. But we're kind of cruising through this one now that I took Minnie out of the picture. So for real this time, once the dialogue is done, we're going to be wrapping up. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you're enjoying the event. I think it's pretty cool. And the characters this time are really good. And Minnie was somehow the last one. Alright. Oh, I like Jack's victory animation too. Again, I wish they had like Jack Sparrow come in, because that would be a funny joke, I feel like. I'm free, and it's all thanks to you two. Sally was really looking forward to your date. The fracture didn't stand a chance. Dude, third wheel, bro. But it was Minnie who kept my spirits up, besides being wonderful company. You're too kind, Minnie. Thank you for taking care of Sally. Yes, thank you, Minnie, and here's the gift I mentioned. Are these spiders? The creepiest ones I could find. I carry them with me for their medicinal properties. Wait, where did Minnie go? Was it something I said? She must have gone to tell her friends. Now come with me. The area ahead is positively terrifying. That was such a funny idea that she's just like, everybody loves spiders. That's awesome. Oh yeah, bye.